this is a good example of why busing is so important. I bring up an article that was written in the Times News, and after you hear it, God bless us all, man.
Any authority over the governance of this district, nor does the governor have any authority over the governance of this district. Only this board has that authority. The $800,000, they haven't even identified where it's coming from. But to remove some of the extra waste, as I'll call it, in the system, from benefits and or salaries of positions that may or may not be needed given the current environment, it is very easy to put the little over $1 million back into the budget that was taken out related to, and it was in our budget last year, and you had a tax raise, right? So it's really easy if you made it a priority. If the students' safety was a priority, this is a very easy no-brainer for this board to sit down and say, this becomes first, now let's go from there. And they have strict this budget of things that protect these students. One more quick comment, if anyone wants to go to the Times News while they're at home, just look up teen who assaulted a fellow student on a school bus sentenced to prison. You'll see the article, September 26th, right? The student that was attacked said, "It really messed me up. She used me as her yo-yo," as they were assaulted 22 times, striking his head on the window of the bus on Mahoney Street and Indian Lane, which is right there almost to the school, you know, and it's that separation that we need, and it's a shame. But I like the ramblings of Rachel. Let's let her do some more.
Anybody else on the board have a comment?
This is Nathan. My only comment would be, at the time the budget was passed, it was time to begin athletic training, conditioning, all the practices for fall sports, even though the schedule's not in place yet. The decision to fund those, and it was a smaller amount than what's needed for transportation. The decision to fund those at that time enabled all of the August practices to take place and did give us until the start of school to resolve the rest of the transportation issue. So that would be my explanation as to why one came before the other.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I just have one question for you. So it wouldn't cover the entire amount of transportation, or it wouldn't cover the difference needed to provide transportation to all students in the district?
So here, this is great. So here's a constituent testing the depth of knowledge of the board member. See if he has enough information to make a decision.
I don't have the numbers in front of me. I don't believe it would cover either completely.
Okay.
How can you make this decision without having the information, Nathan?
I don't.
My comment was that I do not have the exact numbers in front of me.
He doesn't have the exact numbers in front of him. Okay.
Someone on the board should have them before they vote.
Where's this $800,000 coming from? What part of the budget are you moving?
So, once again, we have board members that don't get the information. They don't even understand what information they're supposed to have prior to making a decision, so that they can ask their administration. Force, basically, they're subordinate. Administration, you work for the district, therefore thou shalt give this information to the public and the board so they can make an educated decision. That's how it works. Not here in Lehighton. I think it's time to recall the 5. Recall the 5. Thank you very much for listening.